Let's move on to the Brisbane Lions on Thursday night. You know, we were so excited about this round of footy, and it was 1v2 on Thursday night. A Melbourne team that many had said were off and were in trouble. Brisbane coming to the MCG, a ground that they hadn't won on since 2014, and after a good start to the game, they failed this test as dismally as you could possibly fail.
Yeah, they did. They were disappointing, apart from the first 20 minutes, Gaz, when they probably should have been 3 or 4 goals up. They missed some set shots. After that, it was really Melbourne. They steamrolled them. Concerning that MCG form, Gaz, the bigger ground is the concern.
Leg speed?
Maybe a leg speed issue there, you know, when the ball leaves the contest. Bailey and Zorko were big outs, even though Zorko's into his 30s now. So, and scores against from clearance had been an issue until St Kilda's game, when they tightened that up, and then the points against from turnover, which we know how big of a stat that is. Really.
These would be really concerning for Chris Fagan. And he put it on the radar before the game that this was a game about contests, and so he'd really set the group. That's what I took away from what Chris Fagan was telling us before the game. So when a coach does that and you perform as poorly as you did, how much does it hurt them psychologically?
Well,
at the MCG, or if they're going to get over the hump, that's where they've got to get it done.
And before you answer, Brownie, and against this opponent, right? Yeah. So this is the trend which would be concerning. This is post-clearance that you're talking about, their ability to get from contest to contest against a Melbourne team that have got the wood on them. And those numbers are damning for them. That's losing the same way to an opponent time after time.
Yeah, spot on. Their contest work, Melbourne, was outstanding. But if you have a look at the makeup of the two forward lines, Melbourne have got all those good half forwards, you know, Spargo, Neil Bullen, Cozzy Pickett. They get up, they're like extra midfielders. Brisbane's forward line's not made up of that. They don't have the running ability. They're more sort of, you know, they'll kick goals and blast your way out of it. But a centrepiece of their their forward line is 3 big forwards. Now, when you play 3 big forwards, they've got to at least make a contest, and they've got to play with presence. At the moment, I don't see a Hipwood, a Danaher, or a McStay really intimidating opposition defenders. You know, Jake Lever, that was a pretty safe place for him to be the other night inside the Brisbane forward 50. I would expect these guys to start to deliver a bigger presence and a better presence if they're going to go anywhere in
Can
September.
they win you a premiership, those 3 tools?
Not playing like that, they can't. Absolutely. Right. So they have to lift. They have to show a little bit of mongrel in that forward line.
Right, so I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I know how you think about footy. I've worked with you long enough. You think they're too nice.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we've got to get rid of that niceness, especially if that's the centre piece of your forward line. You're playing 3 big forwards. Jake Lever should have been fearing for his life the other night. I don't think he was. To me, he looked like he was wandering around, taking 8 intercept marks for the night. Looked like a very safe place to be. That's an indictment on a forward line that has 3 key forwards. No
Bailey, no Zorko?
No Bailey, no Zorko. They were important, but Max Gawn wasn't playing either. So, you know, that was sort of offset it as well.